Hi everyone. I built an app named Wakelog to track my sailing experience and use the records to validate my expertise to owners who might rent a boat to me. But immediately I hit a wall with this app, the Metadata Grind. Searching for boat specs, converting metric units to inches, and manually filling out forms was a nightmare. I'm excited to show you how I used an AI agent written in ADK to shortcut all of that. Completing the boat form is a bit of a pain. Adding a new vessel requires specific data: length, beam, draft, and mast height. Gathering these details is incredibly tedious. You often find yourself digging through outdated forum discussions or manufactured PDFs that use metric measurements. In some cases, the only available manuals are written in a foreign language. Further, being based in the US, I work in feet and inches, so the manual process was tedious. Find the data, ensure it's complete, calculate the unit conversions, and then finally enter everything into the form. There's a lot of work for every single boat. That's where the agent comes in. Instead of me doing the legwork, the boat agent performs the research using Google Search and the Gemini API. It doesn't just find the data, it does the conversions for me. It identifies the metric measurements, converts them into inches, and then plugs everything directly into the form fields. It even provides the sources it used so I can verify the info at a glance. Then, I make the decision to save that data into my app. An agent is the perfect solution because this isn't just a search problem, it's a reasoning problem. You need something that can understand that multiple words can refer to the same concept in certain contexts, like depth and draft, and perform reliable unit conversions on the fly. This agent takes a process that used to take me 10 minutes of clicking and calculating and finishes it in seconds. How does this actually work under the hood? What does the code look like? Well, I used ADK Go, and the entire backend for this agent is surprisingly simple. It's around 100 lines of code. It starts here in main.go. We initialize the Gemini model with a single call. But the core logic happens right here in the LLM agent.new function. We give the agent a name, pass in the model, and crucially, we equip it with tools. In this case, I'm handing it geminitool.GoogleSearch. This tool definition is what gives the large language model permission to break out of its training data and query the live web for the specific boat specs I need. Next, we need to tell the agent how to behave. I prefer this pattern in ADK Go, where we keep the prompt in a separate markdown file and embed it in the code. I use this instruction MD file to tell it explicitly, return dimension information in inches, and I provide a strict JSON schema for response. Finally, to make this consistent with my other Go code, I use the default HTTP client, and ADK outputs a handler that I include in an existing server. ADK handles the session management and conversation history automatically. This means I can plug ADK into any web server patterns, logging, or other middleware that I'm already using. And that's it. I have an agent running and ready to return sailboat specs. You can apply this to almost anything. If you're building an app where users have to look up external specs to fill out a form, whether it's appliance dimensions for a home renovation app or nutrition data for a meal planner, this research and fill agent pattern saves your users a massive amount of effort. By offloading the research and math to an AI agent, I can focus on the data that actually matters. Thanks for watching, and I hope this inspires you to kill some forms in your own projects. If you want to build agents like this, whether it's for sailing, coding, or your own business, you don't have to start from scratch. The pattern I showed today was built using ADK. You can find the full source code for these agents along with other architectural patterns right now at the link on the screen. Grab the code, spin up the samples, and see what you can build. Thanks for watching.